Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Lisa, Best Life Lee. Well, in today's video, I am going to be showing you how I got this makeup look, and it is perfect for your Valentine's Day dinner or date or just hanging out with your gal pals. So if you want to see how I created this makeup look, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, so we're going to get started on my everyday makeup look that you can use every day or if you're going out for a special occasion. Valentine's Day is tomorrow night. If you're going out to dinner with your gal pals or your sweetheart, this look is going to work for you. It's easy and it's a complete look, and let's get started. So before I put on my makeup, obviously I want to moisturize and make sure that everything is feeling good and ready for makeup. So one of the first things I do before I start my makeup in the morning is I give myself a spritz of this Evian water spray. It's just basically water, but it does make my face feel moisturized and plumped just by spraying this on. And then I go into my moisturizer and my sunscreen. And it's so important to wear your sunscreen every single day. And these are professional clinical sunscreen and moisturizer that I've been using. They're called IS Clinical. One is an SPF 40, and the Shield is just the moisturizing cream. So I just put a square of this and a square of this together, and that's what I put on my face to start. It gives me a nice protection from the sun, because even if you're not going to be out in the sun, but you're going out and about, you do have exposure. So it's always good to do that. And then for my eyes, I use the Lancome Genifique. This is for dark circles and wrinkles. So it's a twofer, which is good. And on my lips, I am just using a balm. This one here happens to be from Sage. It's a nourishing lip balm. I just put that on to start my makeup routine so that by the time I get to my lips and I'm ready to put my lip liner on, it's not, I'm not dealing with dry lips. So I'm going to be using a variety of different products. I'm not following one line. I'm using what I found that I really love. And the first thing I'm going to do is prime my skin. And I do have large pores and I do have texture here. This is my problem area here. My forehead definitely has lines. Those I'm not going to do anything with. They're not going to go away. They will be seen every time I move my face. So there are things that obviously you just want to keep. That's part of your face. But this is the Perricone MD. This is the No Makeup Instant Blur. And it's really just, there's really no like color or anything like that. But I'm just going to take the little puff that it comes with, and I'm just going to lightly go over some of those problem areas on my skin to kind of smooth that out. And I'm not taking a lot. I'm just going to kind of dab over those areas. And this will kind of just fill in some of those spots that I'm not too happy about. And that's it. All right, and then the other thing I'm going to do to prep my skin is I'm going to use a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream. And this is going to just really give me an extra boost of moisture. So I'm just going to use my Q-tip. I'm almost out of this magic cream. It is expensive. A regular size is 150. No, I don't know. It's expensive. I think it's $150, but no, I can't be right on that. Maybe I'll put the actual price here. And I'm just going to take, a little bit, a good size amount. And this is, I'm just going to put this like on my cheeks, my forehead, and just kind of tap it in there. I don't want my makeup to slide off my skin, but I definitely want to give myself... All right, so I am going to start with my eyes because everybody that I watch does it a different way. Some girls put their whole face on and then they do their eyes. One of my faves right now is Nicole Johnson, and she is a makeup artist, and she has on her channel, she does something with older women called Fierce Aging, and it's really great. And you see women with skin like yours, and she does the eyes first. So we're going to do the eyes first, and I'm going to use Nicole's eye primer just to kind of get rid of some of that darkness. I have a lot of darkness up in here, and so I'm just going to use this to neutralize all that darkness and take care of making sure that I have a nice palette for my eyeshadow. And you know, you don't want to put too much on because, you know, that is what's going to cause creasing if you load it all up. But I'm not really loading it up. I'm just giving myself some concealed eyes. All right, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to also use Nicole Johnson's. This is Just Peachy, and this takes away, it's a color corrector. It's not so much a concealer, but it's a color corrector that I'm going to use under my eyes. And rather than put it on and pull the skin, I just put a little bit on my ring finger and just go in and just dab it in there to give myself a little less darkness under the eye before I hit it with concealer. You can see it does a little boost. All right, now for the eyeshadow palette, I'm going to be using Lancome. This I got in a kit recently, or around the holidays. It was a Lancome Holiday 2024 Rose Gold palette, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It has every color that you can imagine in here. And I'm just going to do an overall with this very light color here. And I'm going to be using a brush set that I picked up this weekend from Ulta. It's the Real Techniques, and it's the eye. It's for all kinds of eyes, eye makeup. All right, so I'm going to use this medium eyeshadow brush to go in with that light color. And I'm just going to make sure I tap the excess. And I'm just going over the entire eye here to give it that light base. Okay. And then I'm just going to go into the crease and add a little definition. And I'm not going to do anything too drastic. I'm going to use this pinkish, darkish pink color. And I'm going to go in with the crease brush. And again, just taking a little bit and taking off the excess and just going in to the crease. Just adding a little bit of definition there. I'm obviously doing colors that kind of go with the Valentine theme, but you can do this with any colors that you are choosing for your eyeshadow on any given particular day. So just giving a little bit of definition there. All right, and then I'm going to go in with something darker so that I can give a little bit of definition to the end of the eye. I'm going in with a little smudge brush, and I am going to go with this darker brown. It's not one of the darkest, but it's a little bit darker than what I'm using. And I'm just going to go into the little V here at the end of my eye. Not going to go too much. Just a little bit there at the base of the corner of my eye. All right, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back with that medium eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to bring it around and just blend it all together. All right, now I can glam this up a little bit for going out tonight. So if you were just doing a day look, you would probably stop right here. But I'm going to go in with this pretty pink, sort of glittery pink here. And I'm just going to touch my finger to it, and I'm just going to put it right in the center of my eye, just because we're making this for going out. And I'm just doing that right there. And then what I'm going to do, I always have my wipe so that I can take any excess off, and I will use this to clean my brushes at the end as well. But what I'm going to do is take that little blending crease brush, and I'm just going to blend it. And all it did was give me a little bit of something to catch the eye. Now, if you want, you can put some brighter colors, a whiter color right up in here for your eyebrow. Now, my eyebrows are in desperate need of a wax. But let's see. I don't really have anything too bright there, so I'm going to leave that just like it is for the eyes. So my eyes are pretty much done, but what I want to do is I want to define the lash line. All right, so what I'm using to line the eye is the Laura Mercier. These are the Caviar Sticks. This is in Cocoa. And I love this for my waterline because it's a nice, creamy, thick liner. And it goes on really easily under the eye, the waterline right under my lashes. And I just kind of find it and take the liner, and this does the work for you. You just let it glide. It really does just glide on. And what that does is that adds that little bit of definition to your lashes and to your eyes. So that's it. That's all I do to line my eyes. I don't put any, sometimes I might put a liner on top, but I'm not doing that today because I don't think I need that. Now we're going to do the foundation. I save my brows to do after my foundation because if I do the brows first, the foundation will probably go on them. So I'm going to do my foundation. All right, for my foundation, I'm using Wet n Wild Photo Finish. It's a dewy finish foundation, and it's pretty good coverage. I like this foundation, and it is the biggest thing for your foundation is to make sure you have the right color. And this is a light color for me right now. And it has one of those little, like a little scooper thing on there. I'm just going to put it right on my hand and use my hand as my palette for this. And I'm going to put this on with a foundation brush. And this is a Nicole Johnson foundation brush. And I really, really love this foundation brush. So I'm going to put this all over my face and then we're going to blend it. And I'm actually going to go right up under my eyes because that will make my under eyes the same color as my face. And I will be putting a concealer under my eyes, but that is a good start. All right, now I have the foundation all over my face. And I always tell you, I never go down on the neck with my foundation because knowing me, I get it all over my coat and all over my clothes. So I don't do that. Now I'm going to wipe my hand. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a beauty blender, a damp beauty blender, and I'm going to go over my whole face just to make sure that it's in my skin, but also that there's no excess foundation that doesn't need to be there. So I'm just going to go all over. And I'm not taking the foundation off per se. I'm just any excess will come. Sometimes you go too much on your forehead. All right, and now I'm going to put some powder on. And this powder is Nicole Johnson's powder. This is a Nikita Banana powder. I'm not big on powder, but you know, like I don't put a lot on, but it is good to set your makeup. And I do notice that I have a longer staying power when I use a powder. So I'm just giving myself just a little brush of that powder. All right, so now I'm going to do the eyebrows, and really all I'm doing is giving them some definition, filling in some bald spots, and I'm using Charlotte Tilbury's, this is the Brow Cheat in medium brown. And I'm just going to give my brows a little bit of a brush. Now, when you're doing the top of your brow, you really should brush downward so that you can then go in and sort of, if you wanted to, you could really define your brow on the top. And obviously you're gonna brush that out, but it gives you sort of like a starting point for your brows. And then I just go in and sort of do some strokes of hair where it needs to be filled in. And obviously, you know, you don't want to go too much. You don't want to look like Groucho Marx. Just kind of following where your own brow grows. And And if you're younger than me, and you don't know who Groucho Marx is, well, you can Google him and have a nice little laugh for yourself today. All right. So I don't want to go too much. Now I'm just going to brush these out and blend those harsh lines. Okay, same here. Just adds some framing to your eyes. And now you could put gel, you could put another like colored gel or whatever on here. I'm not going to do that. That is my brows. All right, now I am going to put a little bit of concealer under my eyes to brighten up under my eyes, and I'm using the Nicole Johnson concealer. This is color number CC02. It's a light one. And I'm just going to do this on my ring finger again because I don't want to go too crazy with the concealer. So I just put some on my ring finger and I'm just going to blend it a little bit on both fingers, and then I'm just going in underneath very gently. Now, when you see beautiful young girls put their makeup on, they have no lines. Their skin is nice and smooth under the eye. Obviously, I don't have smooth skin under my eyes, but I can brighten it up and make it look better. So, moving on to blush. But before I do blush, I am going to use a bronzer to give me kind of an overall glow. This is Wet n Wild bronzer, and this is in the color, I don't know what color it is because I tore off the little tag, but it's the lightest one that they have. And I'm just going to take my blush brush. And this blush brush is from Ravi Beauty. She is a YouTuber, and she has her own makeup line. And I love the lipsticks and the blush from that line. Matter of fact, I'm going to be using a blush from her line. But I'm going to use this bronzer. And this is really just to warm up my complexion, if that makes any sense. So we're just going to do it a little bit around the hairline here. And then I'm just going to come down to do that little 3. And then we'll do that over here. You know, the 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I might come down my nose and my chin. All right, so not a lot of color being deposited. With bronzer, I can feel like it just looks dirty sometimes when I'm doing my bronzer, and I tend to stay away from that. But I do like this one because it's nice and light, and there's not a lot of color that gets deposited. All right, now for my blush, I'm going to use a nice dark, deep color blush today because I want my cheeks to stand out. This is Ravi Beauty blush, and this is in the color Oasis. And she makes her products in Italy, just like Nicole Johnson. She does her products in Italy as well. I'm just going to take a little swish, and I'm just going to go onto my cheek. You can see that it has a good amount of color that it deposits. Smile and get those cheeks, those apples of my cheeks. Okay. Not too much, but whatever excess I have, I'll add there. Okay. So now cheeks are done. All right, and now I'm going to put my mascara on, and I did pick up some new mascara this weekend. This is one of my favorites. It's Clinique, and it is the high impact, high volume mascara. This is in intense black brown, so I am just going to do my lashes. Now, I am not going to curl my lashes. I think the mascara does enough on its own to bring out my lashes. So I'm just gonna grab the lashes. I usually don't put the wand back in. I just turn it kind of around and use the other side. I don't want them to look clumpy. I want them to look as natural as possible. And so I just go over them a couple of times, try to build some length and thickness. Okay. Good, good. All right, and for my lips, I am going to line them with this MAC pencil. I love the MAC pencils. They're creamy and easy to put on, but not too creamy. This is Spice Lip Pencil by MAC. And I'm just going to go and line the lips and then fill in the lips with this pencil. And you may want to make sure you get a nice sharp pencil. It really deposits the color quickly and easily. It's not like you have to pull and rub. And Spice is kind of a universal color. Okay. Pretty. Not too over the top. All right, and then I'm just going to finish off with a gloss. And this is from Nicole Johnson's line. And this is lip gloss. I think this is in like champagne or something. It's a pretty, pretty pink. So I'm just going to put that over the top of my Spice. It's kind of a sheer color. Gives them a little moisture, a little bit of a sheen, and that is the makeup. I'm just going to give myself a spritz of the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Setting Spray. Let that set, and there you have an everyday makeup look that you could definitely go out to dinner and feel put together and feel pretty. So I hope that you have enjoyed this video. I hope that you all have a very happy Valentine's Day, no matter what you're doing. So take care, everybody. Let me know in the comments what you liked, what you didn't like, what you'd like to see more of, and I will see you in my next video. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.